Hello and welcome back to class. In this section, I'm going to talk about the Indian Standard Code for Earthquake Resistant Design of Structure, that is IS 1893 Part 1 2016. And this is a very important code book when we are going to design a building in the seismic prone zones. If building not designed for the earthquake load, it cannot survive during earthquake. So the earthquake resistant design of a structure is very important. In this section, I will focus on some of the widely used terminology in earthquake engineering. IS 1893-2016 is the latest earthquake-resistant design code of India. This code is useful for designing of earthquake-resistant structures such as building, bridges, and so on in the seismic-prone areas. Buildings which are not designed for earthquake may not survive during earthquakes, so it is very important to design building for the earthquake loads. The main principle of earthquake-resistant building design is the building should not collapse, whatever may be the damages, either repairable or the irreparable. So the life of people is very important. Design earthquake load acting on structure can be calculated in two ways. One is equivalent static method and the second one is dynamic analysis method. Dynamic analysis can be done in two ways, that is by response spectra method and another one is time history method. So in this course I will be using equivalent static method for the calculation of the earthquake loads acting on the building. In this lecture I am going to talk about seismic weight. Seismic weight is the total dead load plus appropriate amount of specified imposed load. It is calculated by seismic weight of floors is equal to mass of infill walls, that may be either brick wall, plus mass of column, mass of beam in longitudinal and transverse directions, mass of slab plus imposed load. The overall seismic weight of whole building is the sum of the seismic weight of all floors. STAAD Pro will automatically calculate dead load or mass of column and beam in our case, because we have already assigned self weight factor as 1 to the whole building. In the coming lecture I will show you how we need to copy other load in STAAD Pro such that it will calculate total seismic weight. At the end of this section I will show you how to calculate seismic weight of simple building frame. When earthquake happens, building starts to deflect from its original position. Earthquake load transfers from soil to the bottom of the structure and reaches to the top. Base shear is an estimate of the maximum expected lateral force that will occur due to the seismic ground motion at the base of the structure. The base shear is the maximum force that acts on the base of the structure. The base shear value shall be distributed along the height of the building, which is known as story shear. This blue color represents the story shear. As you can see, with increasing in the height of the building, the value of story shear is also increasing. The sum of all the story shear value will be equal to the base shear, and the STAAD will design building for the base shear value. Floor deflection are caused when buildings are subjected to seismic load. Story drift is the displacement of one floor level relative to the another floor level below or above it. Here the delta represents the story drift value and D represents the displacement of floors. According to the IS 1893-2016 clause 7.11.1, the story drift value should not exceed 0.04 times the story height. Therefore, the permissible drift in our case is 0.004 times the height of the building. In our case is 3, so the 1.2 centimeter is the permissible drift of our building. Hello and welcome back to class. Focus today is important terminology used in earthquake engineering. I recommend you all to read this IS 1893 Part 1 2016 codebook. Zone factor is the value of peak ground acceleration considered by the standard for the design of structure located in the east seismic zones. The latest code IS 1893 2016 has divided India in 4 seismic zones, that is zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 and zone 5. This is the seismic zone map of India. Here the blue color represents the zone 2, whereas yellow color represents zone 3 and green color represents zone 4, and lastly the orange color represents the zone 5. Each zone is having different value of zone factor. According to table 3, for zone 2, zone factor is 0.10 and 0.16 for zone 3, 0.24 for zone 4 and 0.36 for zone 5. From this table, it is clear that zone 5 will have very severe earthquake. These zone factor value were determined after conducting so much research on past earthquake data, study of the geological formation of the particular location, tectonic plate information, and so on.